안녕하세요. 미친 사람들아, 그거 아닙니다. 뭔 얘기하고 있는 거야? 자, 오늘은 킹덤 컴2 딜리버런스 마지막 DLC를 하도록 합시다. 아, 갑자기 저기 들어가지네. 네, 안녕하세요. 잠깐 하기 전에 물 좀 가져와야겠다. 히오스는 뭐 잘 모르겠고요. 피고라 DLC랑 카장 상 뭐 받았어요? 뭐 받을 만한 애들이긴 하지. 눈치 보였나? 아니면은 계속 게임임 쓸 거면은 그냥 혼자 고립하게 이제 만들어 드릴 겁니다. 뼈가루 되기 전에 제발 눈치껏 행동하십시오.
Henry, my boy, I'm glad to see you. Henry, how are you doing?
You know how it goes. It could always be worse. The war might be over, but the stench of it doesn't fade so easily. And more to the point, how are you, sir? I'm sorry you had to abandon your fortress.
It breaks my heart too. To think I
배가
wanted to get out of
없나오리!
here not long ago.
나주시에서 또 광고가 들어왔습니다. 네 이놈! 거긴 도대체 뭐하는 곳이길래 이딴 놈한테 광고를 주느냐? 어허! 알게 뭡니까? 저기 저 뒷산의 철수 아빠, 옆집에 푸직하다는 민수 아빠, 저기서 택배 배달하는 경수 아빠가 열심히 벌어들인 세금이 저의 주머니로 들어온다니 너무 기모찌합니다. 이 미친 거 아니냐 네 이놈! 그나저나 대감나으리,
이건 이따가 듣도록 하겠습니다. 스토리 대사 하나도 안 들린잖아.
I'd be happy to offer my services. What's it about?
An old friend of mine reached out to me, Albik of Unichov. Does the name ring a bell?
Sadly, I haven't had the good fortune yet.
Well, in this case, it's more the other way round. When you meet him, you'll be the unfortunate one. Albik is a physician.
안 들려?
To be exact, King Wenceslas' personal physician. It's whispered at court that the king has fallen seriously ill while imprisoned in Vienna.
Sigismund focuses on plundering his kingdom, and Wenceslas's health hardly seems to concern him, does it?
Maybe.
Damn. That does sound serious.
When Master Albik heard about it, he decided to act.
He wants to go all the way to Vienna to see the king.
No. For now, he's heading to Sedlec. Abbot Jan holds considerable influence at Sigismund's court. Albik wants to visit him and ask for his intercession.
Nah, I don't like it. If the abbot is allied with Sigismund, he might want to detain Albik, or blackmail him.
I feel the same, but Albik won't be talked out of it. He sees helping the king as his highest duty.
Can you tell me more about the abbot? Sorry, but it sounds like you're afraid of him. I met him once, too, but I didn't get a bad impression.
You know Abbot Jan?
Not quite. We had dealings once. Something with bones. But never mind that. Go on.
Look, Henry, every high-ranking cleric's a politician in his own way. What worries me about Abbot Jan is what he ascribes his authority to. Others claim their vocation is divine will. He sees it somewhat the other way round.
I don't really get it.
It's only natural for an abbot or a bishop to question the morality of his acts. One must act, even if it means confession and penance later. Abbot Jan, though, seems to think that his every move and scheme is divine will itself, and that could be dangerous.
And how does all this concern me?
As I said, it's a matter of security. God forgive me, our king's health is of course above all. But right now, I'm more worried about Albik. It took some effort, but I convinced him to wait, at least until I find him a reliable escort. And believe me, it wasn't easy. That mule's got a scholar's head, but it's a stubborn one.
So, if I've got this straight, you want me to escort Wenceslas's court physician to the Sedlec monastery, where they don't usually let anyone in, and the abbot is as thick as thieves with Sigismund, so Albik, who was dead set on going himself, can try to get access to the imprisoned Wenceslas.
No, actually, yes. That's exactly it.
Well, I can't say I'm exactly thrilled about it. One wrong word, and the cloister will turn into a prison.
See? And that's exactly why you're right for this. You don't take things lightly. Henry, as a nobleman, I could order you.
뭐야
But
저건?
as Albic's friend, stop by Albic and give him
Tarmark, apothecary.
good.
잠깐만. 저거 왜 실패야? 뭐지? 길드를 위하여. 제 대장이 안 보이던데.
Henry,
You know how it goes. The war might be over, but sorry you had to abandon.
it breaks my heart too. To think I wanted to get out of here, but that's behind us now.
Anyway, sir, I don't mean to be rude.
No, I need
I'll be happy.
an old.
Sad.
Well, to be it's maybe
Damn. He wants to.
no Abbott.
No.
I feel
Can you tell I met
you not look what others. It's an Abbott and
What's that got to do with you?
Albic and I go way back. He's been living over the Alps for a few years, studying at the university in Padua. As soon as I heard about Wenceslas, I asked him to come back. It's a serious matter, and when it comes to the king's health, he's the best there is. But I didn't expect him to act so rashly.
And how does all this concern me?
As I said, it's a matter of security. It took some effort.
So, if I... Well, they don't... So, Albert...
No, actually, that's...
Well, I can't say I'm...
See, stop and give him this letter.
Tarmac.
Good luck.
또 퀘스트가 쟤 안 사라지네? 차이가 뭐야? 참.
Good afternoon.
I'm looking for Master Albic. I heard he lives here.
That's right, but he's not in at the moment. What do you want from him?
I've got a letter for him from Lord Peter of Pisek. Do you know when he'll be back?
No idea. He went over to the neighbors in quite a rush. The women of the house sent for him. Apparently, their mate's unwell.
Albic is treating a common maid.
Well, that's just the kind of man he is.
Who are these neighbors?
Just townsfolk, same as any around here. They live 2 doors down towards the square.
That's all I needed. Thanks.
That's what I say. And he's wasting time in there
This
on
should be
some
the house
bench.
Albic went to.
Pure
What's going on at the door?
Get lost.
What do you
Can't you
want?
see I haven't got time for this?
뭐야?
Where are you, old man? There goes another bloody day.
God bless you, sir.
이거 뒤로 가야 될 것 같은데.
Albic, Albic, come out. I'm not waiting here.
이놈의 버그. T자 버그 씨 돌아버리겠네. DLC 오늘 나왔는데 참 초반부터 이런 버그가 있네.
Master Albic? Shh. I was sent by...
I don't know how you got in, but be quiet now. Take a deep breath. All right. Your breathing is improving.
It still hurts in the chest, sir. Like a horse sat on me.
A nettle compress will get your blood flowing. It'll ease off. Ribs aren't broken and the lungs sound clean. I have a potion made for you. Take it every morning and night, and stay in bed for a few more days.
But, sir, who'll see to the house? Who'll cook? My mistress won't allow.
I'll speak with her. What you need is rest.
어,
Thanks for waiting. I don't like being disturbed when treating patients. So, what can I do for you? Are you feeling unwell?
Me? No. Lord Pisek sent me to see you.
Ah, I think I know what this is about.
What's the ruckus out there?
Just another rich man trying to force his way in. Refuses to accept that coin isn't everything.
You refuse to treat it?
Not at all. I'll see to him when I've got time.
If I may ask, what's wrong with her?
She suddenly collapsed with chest pain. Passed out while carrying a bucket from the well.
I hope she gets better soon.
Me too. But you didn't come about her, did you?
I'm here as a messenger. Sir Peter of Pisek gave me this letter for you.
Really? Let's have a look.
Here it is. My name's Henry, and Lord Pisek says I should escort you to the monastery in Sedles.
Yes, yes. Peter and I had a bit of a disagreement about this matter last time. Look, Henry, I appreciate your offer, but I don't think I require your services. Either way, you delivered the letter, and I am sure Lord Pisek will reward you for that.
I heard you intend to ask at the monastery to help you get access to King Wenceslas. Is that true?
Unfortunately, yes. I'm worried about his health, and I hope Abbot Jan might intercede on my behalf.
You think Sigismund would listen to the abbot?
It's a chance, and my conscience won't let me waste it.
Are you seriously not afraid to go to the monastery alone? You do know Sigismund has taken up there, don't you?
Sigismund? He's gone already.
It may not be only him. Don't forget his influence. You can never be sure who to trust.
I don't believe Sigismund would do anything to me. He has no reason to. And he doesn't act rashly. In a way, he actually owes me. Still, I wouldn't want to count on that.
You really expect me to just walk away?
Well, if you feel that... What the hell is that racket?
Hey! Albec!
Christ, give me strength. Another bunch of impatient wretches. Perhaps it's time I finally had a proper word with them.
Get out here, you piss fart!
Well, they don't look much like the debating sort.
That's unfortunately true. On the other hand, it was fortunate Lord Pisek, despite my objections, sent me a personal guard, right?
You mean me?
Who else? Come on, in the worst case, I'll just see what you're made of.
참나. 아직까진 필요 없다고 했으면서.
You finally decided to come out. About time. I won't be kept waiting in the streets like some mangy mutt.
I've told you several times already. I'm busy.
Because you're wasting time on some wench instead of helping someone who actually matters.
No person is more important than any other.
Ha! For your own good. I'll pretend I didn't hear that nonsense.
이거는 안 될 것 같고. 이걸 해보자.
Calm down, sir. A respectable man like you surely understands that violence solves nothing. If you harm Master Albic, Who will help you with your, ailment then?
And I'm supposed to let myself be treated like a doormat?
Of course not. But this outburst isn't exactly dignified either. Go home, and Master Albert will come to see you soon.
All right, let's go.
이렇게 간다고 그냥?
Good gracious. Henry, that was impressive. Hats off. Perhaps it truly would be best if we went to the monastery together. So, shall we go?
외부 세계 접근 제한됩니다.
Yes. Let's go.
You can't go to the monastery dressed like that. Your armor would draw too much attention. Simple clothing will do. Go and change, then come back.
All right.
수산 복장? 아니 뭐 어떻게? 수산 복장? 이렇게 가면 되나?
I'm ready.
Excellent.
There's nothing key.
Just change first.
All right.
어쩌라는 거야? 아.
Don't be shy. Come closer and take a look.
옷을 다 벗을까? 옷을 다 벗을까? 이러면 되겠지? 사실 뭐 갑옷을 안 입긴 했는데 아직 갑옷 안 입으니까 되게 불안하네.
I'm ready.
Excellent. I'll just grab a few.
됐다.
All right then. I think we can go. And you?
How am I supposed to behave at the monastery?
You'll be there as my personal escort. So you deserve the same respect as me. It's a bit unusual, but my name opens many doors. That's why I'm counting on you to follow orders and not do anything that might endanger.
Of course. How long will the journey take?
You've never been to Sedlets? It's just beyond the town gates.
I haven't. They don't let just anyone into the monastery. I'm ready too.
Off we go.
아예 맵을 하나 만든 건가 그러면은? 안돼 내검.
Father Abbot.
Albeck, my friend. Christ be praised. Master Albeck, welcome. I admit I didn't expect we'd meet again so soon.
But at the Italian court, I told you I needed to speak to His Majesty.
I know, of course. But after what happened, and now with what's going on here, nonetheless, King Sigismund has already returned to Hungary.
My friend, we both know your influence reaches well beyond the monastery walls.
And so does yours. In any case, you can gain access to Sigismund's court on your own. We both know how. That matter still hasn't been settled, Albeck. The king cares about it.
Actually, forgive me. These are grave matters concerning His Royal Majesty. Can we speak privately somewhere?
I'd like that, but I'm afraid things are rather complicated right now.
Well, what's going on, my friend? You seem a little uneasy.
I am. There are 3 seriously ill patients in the infirmary, gravely ill, and I fear the worst.
The Black Death?
Sadly, we can't rule it out. And I say that as someone who's lived through one outbreak already, and survived.
Where would it have come from? The monastery is isolated. Few are allowed inside the cloisters.
Before King Sigismund decided to stay here, we took in many folk fleeing his army. We gave those poor souls food, shelter. Some of them washed in clean water for the first time in weeks.
And in poverty, hunger, and filth, all sorts of illnesses thrive.
On top of that, there's construction going on inside the church. There are all sorts of craftsmen and laborers in the monastic courtyard.
And who are these 3 patients?
2 are members of the monastery, Confessor Stephen and Brother Yaroslav, who works in the scriptorium, and one of the maidservants.
That doesn't make any sense. How could all 3 of them get infected?
When the plague strikes full force, it's swift.
That's not what I meant. You said yourself one of the sick is a maid. As far as I know, women aren't allowed in the cloister.
True. So how could she have caught it along with 2 monks?
That, alas, I don't know.
Well, does it look like the plague?
You think I'd be alarmed over nothing?
Forgive me, Father. What are we going to do, Albic?
We'll go and see to the sick, of course. Then there'll be no reason we can't speak to the abbot in private about our matter.
그러게. 우리가 병에 걸리면은?
But what if we catch it?
My mission is to help those in need. And that risk is part of it. You're free to walk away, of course.
Lord Pisek assigned me to guard you.
I believe he had other kinds of danger in mind.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Thank you, Albec, for volunteering. I wouldn't have dared ask it of you.
No need to thank me. I'm a physician. And there are people here in need of help. Not only those in the infirmary. If we can rule out plague, that may put your mind at ease too.
That's what I'm praying for. And of course, I'm open to discussing that matter of ours later on. I'll have a room prepared for you right in the infirmary. Brother Benedict, one of our novices, is there, and will tell you all you need to know.
Thank you. But I'd like to ask one small favor. I've been here many times before, but Henry's here for the first time. Would one of the brothers be able to show him the monastery? I'd rather he not get lost like I did all those years ago.
Of course. If you'd like, Henry, just ask Brother Petramil. I just spoke with him before you arrived. He'll show you around and gladly answer any questions.
Thank you, Father.
Very well. We've talked long enough. Let's get to work. Will you come with me to the infirmary, Henry?
Of course. Wouldn't let you go alone, would I?
I didn't think so.
오. 야, 아예 그냥 아예 맵을 하나 만들었구나. 그래서 나 아이씨 갑옷도 다 뺏겼네. 야씨. 야, 다 뺏겼어. 이럴 수가. 야, 이거 말도 못 하나 보네 보니까.
Tell me, Henry, didn't the abbot seem anxious to you?
I don't know. But fear of an unknown illness is natural, isn't it?
Well, that's true, but I don't know.
The plague's a terrible illness. But surely they'd recognize it in the infirmary. Why would he need you?
Well, the thing is, the monastery isn't in great shape. Not that you'd notice right away. King Wenceslas borrowed heavily from settlers, and now the monastery has to sell land to pay off its debts. And when Sigismund marched on the town with his army, that didn't help matters either. And if plague really did break out, that could be the final nail in the coffin. The abbot might be forced to dissolve the monastery. But let's not jump to conclusions. I want to see the sick with my own eyes before we start worrying about the plague.
Hail.
시선도 고정돼 있네 이게.
It's your bloody fault anyway. Oh, I struck you first, and that should have ended the duel, but no, you just had to have the last.
So, this is the confessor. What do you make of it, Henry?
매우 어려움.
He looks worn out. Doesn't even notice us. Whatever's wrong with him, it's clearly taken a toll.
Exactly. At his age, any illness hits far harder than it would a young and healthy man. Well, the good news, I suppose, is that he's not in agony. Pain's part of life, but no one deserves to suffer too much. Compassion, Henry, whether for the suffering or even the enemy, is part of every good physician's character. Unfortunately, not every physician is a good one.
Albec? Albec of Unichov?
Zacharias? What are you doing here?
Wherever His Majesty goes, I must follow. You know how it is.
But why aren't you in Padua, studying? Have you been missing your homeland?
I was summoned home for urgent matters, and since I'm here, the abbot asked for my help.
Ah, yes, this plague he's so afraid of.
Plague? Do you believe it? Am I such a poor teacher?
Of course not. But until now, it was just my word against the abbot's. In other words, I am truly glad you're here, my friend.
Henry, allow me to introduce Master Zacharias of Prchatsitz. He once studied under me, but became a trusted friend, and eventually the personal physician of King Sigismund.
You flatter me, Albig. The road to that post was a good deal more torturous than you make it sound. And you are...
Henry of Skalitz. By order of Sir Peter of Pisek, I'm here to protect Master Albig.
Though I've no idea from what. But who am I to argue, eh?
Quit complaining. You might find an aide like him more useful than you think. Anyway, this here is Dinesh. He didn't come entirely of his own will either, but he's proven a reliable man.
Dinesh Latskvi, gentlemen.
Well then, now we all know each other, shall we finally return to the matter of the patients? Zacharias, I presume the abbot summoned you for the same reason as me.
Aye, though I've only had time to merely examine them all.
So what did you find out?
All three share the same symptoms. It begins with weakness, then comes fever, rash, and later, bloody diarrhea. By far the best off is the confessor here. He can still talk. The maid and the translator from the scriptorium are much worse. They sleep most of the day, and when they do speak, it's nonsense, because they're delirious with fever.
Right. In that case, first we need to bring down the fever. Have they given you anyone to assist?
Yes, Benedict. He's a novice and a bit odd, but he knows more about alchemy than most.
We'll need linen and clean water for compresses. Pre-boiled water is best. Have you got chamomile decoctions?
Benedict brews a fresh batch every evening.
And what are they feeding them?
Mostly bread, fruit. Yesterday they had fish, but they haven't eaten much of it.
That doesn't sound like proper food for the sick. If they've got a fever, they need to be drinking a lot, don't they?
You're right. This is no good at all. They might as well be feeding them dry pretzels. They should be getting something light and nutritious, ideally in liquid form. Broths, stews, thin porridge.
Agreed. Dinesh will speak to Solarius Julian. You know the way to the kitchen, right?
Consider it done.
Then fetch herbs from Joachim. I gave him a list of what we'll need.
Gentlemen.
Joachim, you say? Well now.
뭐지?
Who's this Joachim? You know him?
The monastery herbalist. He lives in a hut in the garden behind the infirmary. But if I were you, I wouldn't bother him too much. He's a grumpy old fellow.
You say that because you don't know him. I'll tell you more about him, Henry. But we have more pressing concerns right now.
Can I help in any way?
The best thing you could do is find out what the patients were doing before they ended up here. Diseases spread through foul air. So if we find where the three of them were breathing the same air, we'll find the source of the infection too.
Who might know the monk who was translating in the scriptorium?
Everything to do with books is handled by the librarian. His name's Kristen. He likes the sound of his own voice, but if you're patient, he might tell you what our patient was working on.
Who should I ask about the maid?
As far as I know, her name's Blezhna. She gets her work assignments from Steward Zdenek. So I'd go and speak to him. And apparently, she's got a friend here. She might know something too. Try and find her.
Who should I start with?
If I were you, I'd start with the Confessor. He's the only one still lucid enough to speak. Better hurry. He might take a turn for the worse any moment.
Can I help with anything else?
No, that's more than enough now.
Once you've found something, come back. Maybe we'll have figured out more by then.
살짝 기분이 나쁜 게 조금씩 하대하는 것 같은데 뭐지? 그냥 기분이 좀 이상하네.
How do you feel?
Like I'm turning inside out.
Don't worry. I'll let you rest. But first, I need to know who you've been seeing lately. And where.
What? Why?
Because we need to find out where and how you got infected.
What's that got to do with the others?
The sickness spreads through foul air. Anyone breathing the same air as you might be at risk.
You sound like you know what you're talking about. And I believe you've got your reasons. But I'm a confessor. I can't. I mustn't break the seal of confession or tell you what anyone confided in me.
아래는 거짓말이고 위는 위가 맞죠? 문제가 아니니까.
But this isn't just about you.
Exactly. It's about the souls I help unburden of their sins and the trust I'd be betraying.
And what about those who never got the chance to confess? What if they catch the sickness and die? Don't their souls matter to you?
It's not that. But I don't know how to help you.
Can't you at least point me in the right direction?
Perhaps you're right. I could at least point the way. There's something that might be connected to this dreadful sickness. Look in my cell. It's the one beneath the abbot's chamber, opposite the spiral staircase. Here's the key. I think you'll find something there that might help you.
What am I looking for?
That you'll have to find out for yourself.
I understand. I won't pressure you. Get some rest.
Wait, please. Do you think that I might ask you for something?
What is it?
I'd like to have some flowers. Something living to cover up the ever-present stench of decoctions.
What would you want flowers for? You'd be better off brewing a fever remedy from them.
Do I need a reason? I just like them. Their color, their
안녕하세요.
fragrance. That's what I miss the most here.
I'll see what's growing nearby and bring you some. It'll brighten the place up a bit at least.
Thank you, lad.
꽃을 따라고 하긴 했는데 아씨 여기가 아니야?
Try to calm down first. Where did you say it hurts?
Down here, under my belly, it's like someone stabbed me with a red hot poker.
응? 지체할 시간이 없다고? 뭔 소리 하는 거야? 에이, 아 그래요? 이상한 데 가지 말라고?
Welcome, sir. What can I do for you?
You're Zdenek, right? They say you're the steward here. I need to find out something about Blazhena.
She's lying in the infirmary. What's it to you?
She's in a bad way. Master Albik is treating her, but to work out what's wrong, I need to know what she's been doing lately.
Oh, I see. That's different. What do you want to know, then?
Who was Blazhena closest with here?
She shared a room with Valerie. I had to separate them more than once so they'd stop chatting and get to work.
And how do I recognize Valerie?
Easy. She's the only blonde among the maids.
Where does Blazhena sleep? I'd like to take a look at her room.
What for? How do I know you won't nick something?
Excuse me? I can bring Master Albik here if you like, but he's got better things to do. Like saving Blazhena and the others.
All right, no need to shout. Blazhena sleeps in the house across from the church, like most of the help. When you enter, go through the door on the right, then up the stairs. Her bed and chest are by the window.
I'll take a look there if that's all right. What sort of work does Blazhena usually do?
All sorts. She's a maid, so she does whatever needs doing.
Did she ever go into the monastery?
What would she do there? Women aren't allowed in. But she still manages to get where she's not allowed.
What do you mean by that?
It'll sound terrible with her being sick now.
Whatever it is, out with it.
I think she's been stealing. Lately, food's been going missing from the pantry, and she and I are the only ones with a key. I was just about to throw her out, but then she fell ill.
어...
And where do I find Valerie?
That's her, standing over there. But listen, don't tell her what I suspect. She might take it the wrong way.
Where did you say I'd find Valerie?
That's her.
Thanks.
Greetings.
I need to find something out about Blazhena. And they say you know her better than anyone.
Well, we share a room, but we're not that close, really. Why?
I'm helping the physician treating her, and anything I find out could help. I spoke to the steward, but he wasn't very helpful.
Zdenek? I don't know. I doubt I'll tell you anything he hasn't already.
What is it? Why are you suddenly on edge?
When Blazhena fell ill, I was there. I sleep right next to her. What if I caught it too?
Don't pretend. You were calm until I said your steward sent me.
Shh! Quiet!
What is it?
I'll tell you something, but not in front of him. If he heard, he'd skin me alive.
관리.
As long as I'm here, he won't touch you. You've got nothing to fear.
That's just it. You're not here forever. One day you'll leave, And then what'll happen to me?
I don't think Zdeněk will forget about me so easily.
All right then. What did Zdeněk tell you about Blažena?
Not much, really. Just that she's a maid and all that. That's why I was hoping you'd tell me more.
Did he try telling you she's a thief?
And is she?
That scoundrel. I knew he'd try feeding you lies.
How can you be so sure Zdeněk lied to me?
Because I caught him red-handed. I saw him going through Blažena's things. Her chest.
You think he was looking for something?
Maybe. I saw him take something out of her chest.
Do you know where Zdeněk sleeps? Maybe I should have a look.
We live in the same house. Me and Blažena sleep upstairs. He's got a bed in the kitchen downstairs, just opposite the door.
And do you know exactly what he took?
No. It was already getting dark, and the bastard's quick with his hands. But it must have been something small. Right after that, he slipped out and went down into the cellar outside.
And what sort of cellar is it?
The entrance is in the yard, under the stairs. There's food down there, but mainly that's where the monastery wine is kept. There are a few rooms down there, and only Zdeněk has a key to some of them.
Sounds like a perfect place to stash stolen goods. Where did Blažena usually go around the monastery?
All over?
Right, but that doesn't help me. Where did only she go?
Zdeněk gave her the pantry key, so she was the only one who had access to it.
And where is that pantry?
That same cellar I already told you about. The one I saw Zdeněk run into.
But why would Zdeněk lie about Blažena stealing?
I don't know what went on between them, but lately he's been giving her a hard time. I think he wants to get rid of her.
Now? When poor Blažena's ill?
That's just grist to his mill. The poor lass can't even defend herself, and he wants to take advantage of it.
Why would the steward want to get rid of an ordinary maid?
Isn't it enough that he's a scoundrel? Maybe he fancied her and she laughed in his face. Serves him right.
Oh.
Tell me, you're a bit of a gossip, aren't you?
Me? I beg your pardon. One day's like the next round here. The monks don't even glance at me. So I just listen to what they talk about. You never know when it might come in handy.
Did Blažena have a sweetheart?
That? I'm not entirely sure.
So someone's been sniffing round her?
I only ever saw her once, chatting cheerfully in the doorway of the monastery with some monk.
Monks aren't supposed to talk to women, right?
And I haven't told anyone but you about it. And you keep it to yourself too. Blažena's got it hard enough as it is.
That'll do for now. I'll take a look in that cellar and see what I can find.
Right, but how is all this supposed to help Blažena get better?
Well, to be honest, I don't know myself. But Master Albik said to find out what I can.
And how is Blažena doing?
I don't know. I don't want to frighten you, or give you false hope, either. But at least she's in good hands.
Let's hope she recovers. I miss her high spirits. And her laugh. Without her, it's so horribly quiet here. God bless you, sir.
That's a lot of coin. Suspiciously much for a common maid.
340.
대가업 나으리!
세수 좀 하고
나주시에서
올게요.
또 광고가 들어왔습니다. 네 이놈! 거긴 도대체 뭐하는 곳이길래 이딴 놈한테 광고를 주느냐? 어허! 알게 뭡니까? 저기 저 뒷산의 철수 아빠, 옆집에 푸측하다는 민수 아빠, 저기서 택배 배달하는 경수 아빠가 열심히 벌어들인 세금이 저의 주머니로 들어온다 하니 너무 기모찌합니다. 이 미친 거 아니냐 네 이놈! 그나저나 대감 나으리, 전라남도 놔주실 아주 빠르게 발음해 보시지 않겠습니까? 이 무례한 놈이 뭘 노리는 건지 모르겠지만 알겠다. 전라남도 놔주시, 전라남도 놔주시, 전라남도 놔주시, 전라남도 놔주시. 알겠습니다. 푹찍푹찍. 네 놈이가 뭐하는 짓이냐? 어허! 전라남을 놔주지 말라 하지 않았습니까? 이제 전라남을 절대 안 놔주겠습니다. 나는 고향이 전라도가 아니라 이게 무슨 소리십니까, 대감나으리? 확직. 아, 내 이놈이! 이렇게 전라가 되어버리셨는데 어찌하여 엉뚱한 소리를 하시는 겁니까? 이 못된 놈 같으니라고! 이놈 때문에 내가 주시해버리지 않았느냐? 이제 이 주시한 대감나으리 놔주지 않겠습니다. 아, 내 이놈!
또 미친 영상이었겠군.
It's pretty wet in here.
버젓이 락픽이 있네. 그렇다는 거는 이거를 까라는 건가? 진짜 되게 열쇠. 에?
These must be barrels from Lorca.
도끼.
Well, this is where the water on the floor is coming from. Why is there wine spilled everywhere?
포도주 맞지? 포도주 맞지? 뭐야 이거?
Wine in a tub? But it looks watered down to me. Could Zdeněk have poured water into it? Of course. Now I get it. Steward Zdenyek's watering down the monastery wine. If the abbot found out about this, he'd throw him out.
이 친구야.
I know you're watering down the monastery wine.
I beg your pardon?
Don't act like you didn't hear. You know exactly what I meant.
You feeling all right? Maybe you should lie down.
I saw your cellar.
What? But no one's allowed down there.
And I know exactly why. Now we're gonna have a little chat.
All right. But not here. Come with me, if anyone heard you.
Where are we going?
To the hop field. There's no one there now. No one will hear us.
Fine. Let's go. But don't try anything.
I'm not stupid.
아무 말을 안 하네. 잠깐만요. 비무장 공격을 어떻게 하더라? 느낌이 살짝 좋지가 않아요 지금. 비무장 공격이 이거 말고 뭐 엎어치기 아래 오른쪽.
Come closer. I don't want to shout here.
So, what have you got to say about the wine?
Me? Nothing. And I'll make sure you don't say anything either.
어.
And what if I don't keep quiet?
Oh, you will. One way or another.
That stick doesn't frighten me.
You haven't had a good hiding in a while, have you?
No, I haven't. And do you know why?
I don't, and I don't care. Defend yourself. You're in for an ass-kicking, you piece of shit!
아래 오른쪽. 안 되네. 오른 아래.
I yield! Mercy! All right, enough. I clearly misjudged you.
I'd say so.
What do you want from me?
Why did you lie to me about Blazhena? About her stealing?
What's Blazhena got to do with all this anyway? Did that bitch tell you something?
She didn't say a word, because she couldn't. She's barely alive. And anyway, why would she tell me anything?
Because she figured it out too. One time I forgot to lock the cellar door behind me and she caught me at it.
So that's why you lied about her? So no one would believe her if she gave you away? You're a right bastard, you know that?
Go to hell.
They say you were rummaging through her chest. And you took something.
What kind of nonsense is that?
Don't deny it. They saw you. So what did you take?
Well, this key.
Hand it over. Why did you take it in the first place? Do you even know what it's for?
It's for the monastery cellar.
You mean your cellar?
No, it's the key to the cellar under the monastery.
But how would Blazena get something like that? Women aren't even allowed in the monastery.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, Christ. And that's all you know?
That's it, I swear.
All right, I believe you. Now get out.
Wait! Promise me you won't tell the abbot about the wine. He'd have me hanged, or kicked out if I'm lucky. But if I stay here at the monastery, I could be useful to you.
How useful?
As the steward, I can get all sorts. Lockpicks and other handy things.
생각 좀 해보죠.
We'll see. I'll think about it. But now clear off.
락픽? 나 48개 있는데. 사서 내가 뭐냐 갑옷이나 그런 게 없다 보니까 위협이 안 올라가네. 뭐야 이거 못 여네?
It's like he has a tub in the basement full of this.
Greetings to you. Fill this monastery and the whole world with peace and justice.
Sinai Desert
Amen.
had it much worse. But what I wouldn't give for a bit of salt. It's like eating mud. Times are tough. We need to
아무리 생각해도 저 머리 너무 웃긴 것 같음.
Greetings. What would you like?
Your brother Crispin, right? I'm here about Yaroslav. I heard he worked here as a translator.
Ah, yes. Poor Yaroslav. I pray daily for his recovery. God has blessed him with an extraordinary talent and a sharp mind. It would be a terrible loss if... But no. Such thoughts help no one. And who are you, anyway?
My name is Henry. I'm helping Master Albic in the infirmary.
Very well. What do you want to know about Yaroslav?
Who here knew Yaroslav best?
Most likely, Brother Celestine. He helps with copying books too, though he doesn't have nearly the same talent.
Celestine, you say? I should speak to him. Where did Yaroslav work?
Here in the scriptorium, of course. You'll find his usual place right by the entrance. But be careful. He's got something unfinished there. He's spent so much time on it that it must be nearly done by now. It'd be a shame to ruin it just before completion.
Don't worry. I'll be careful. What exactly was Yaroslav doing here?
He's working on a translation of a book that came to us all the way from Genoa. While he was well, he spoke of nothing else. He knows Latin, Italian, and French. And thanks to his work, we have several valuable translated volumes in the library.
What book was he translating?
It's called the Decameron.
And what's the Decameron about?
I've not read it myself. I'm not as well versed in Italian as Yaroslav. I was waiting for him to finish the translation, but he spoke of it as a groundbreaking work of indescribable value. He even believed it might one day uplift the Christian people beyond their worldly suffering. He was so excited he barely ate or slept, just kept working. I thought it best to let him focus solely on the translation and assigned his other duties to others.
Could you tell me, please, where he was staying?
He has a cell in the dormitory upstairs. Go up the stairs in front of the scriptorium and turn right. Then it's the 5th cell from the door.
Thanks. I'll take a look. Thanks. That's all I needed.
Till we meet again.
It's almost empty. What was Yaroslav working on all those days?
아, 위구나. 이쪽? 뭐야? 뭐지? 왜 얘만 이래? 뭐야?
Plans of the cellars. What did he need those for?
좀 많이 복잡하네. 아니 근데 수도사들은 이런 좁은 방에서 생활을 하나요? 개인 방이? 너무 좁은 거 아니야 이거? 땡큐. 그러고 보니까 그 아픈 사람이 꽃 같은 거, 향수? 향기 같은 거 따달라고 하긴 했었는데 이게 뭔진 모르겠네.
did the confessor get so many valuables? Something doesn't add up here. There's not much here, so where did the valuables come from? So that's why the confessor wanted flowers from me. You must like them.
사제가 돈이라도 받았나? 일단 병동을 다시 가자. 아이 길 겁나 복잡하네.
Look, maybe we could have a rematch once they let us out. What do you say?
You, forget it. Go train with Carl. He won't put up with your shit.
You're about as much fun as I am.
You'll have to explain something to me. I expected all sorts in your cell.
뭐야? 뭔 버그야 이거?
What's the meaning of it?
아 이게 왜 또 일어나 있어?
I've already told you more than I should have.
That's no help to me. How did you even come by that jewelry?
Honestly, that much I can tell you.
멀쩡한데?
So you got it from someone? Not as a gift, I suppose. Maybe during confession?
You know I can't say any more than I have.
Well, then at least give me another hint. Where next?
I've pointed you far enough. The rest is up to you.
It was all about the jewelry from the start, wasn't it? You sent me to find it.
I didn't send you for anything. You found it on your own.
If you don't tell me more, I'll have to go to the abbot.
The abbot can't help here. The only one who can release me from the obligation of silence is the sinner himself.
Wait, so someone really did steal that jewelry? And you confiscated it? Or they gave it to you during confession?
Those are your words.
되게 비협조적으로 가네.
This is pointless. Tell me something about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Where are you from?
I was born in Zadar, that is in Dalmatia by the sea. I grew up at my uncle Stepan Latkovich's court. Until recently, he governed a huge estate in central Croatia, Dalmatia, and Slavonia.
Until recently?
After an unfortunate event, our lands and properties went to Sigismund's father-in-law, Herman of Scilly.
How did you end up in Zacharias' service?
I used to serve several important courtiers. I must have made an impression on Master Zacharias because he requested my service specifically. King Sigismund readily agreed, and so it will be 2 years now that I've been serving him.
Not that I know many people from Dalmatia, but your name sounds more Hungarian.
That is on purpose. The name Lachkovich is not exactly favored at Sigismund's court, so I have learned to use the Hungarian variant.
What do you mean by unfortunate event? The one that cost you your properties?
It was a little misunderstanding, which became known as the Bloody Sabor of Krzewcy.
Sabor?
An assembly of the foremost representatives of nobility and political power in the country. And at this particular assembly, King Sigismund had my uncle, along with most of his people, killed.
Why did Sigismund do that?
He was still bitter about Nicopolis. But what really angered him was my uncle's support for Ladislaus of Naples. He had long had his eyes set on the throne of Hungary, so you can imagine the king was not pleased.
Don't you want to take revenge?
Alone? Against the entire Holy Empire? I am no madman, unlike my uncle. He paid for betrayal with his life. Our entire family lost everything. Our properties, our standing, our power, our future. And I want to fix it. I wear black as a sign of shame for my family. I will not wear anything else until I regain the king's trust.
Are you sure you can accomplish that in one lifetime?
Worst comes worst, I'll die in black too. At least it is suited for the grave.
Oh, I've got a young man. Could we borrow you for a moment?
You well?
Well, we're anything but, and won't be for a while yet.
And it's your fault.
What's going on here?
It's about Slavek not knowing when to stop.
Shut it, Yeshek. And you, young lord, what's your name?
I'm Henry, and I'm no lord.
All right then, Henry. Do you think you could settle this for us?
We were having a training duel. Servant brother Carl makes sure we don't grow idle here. Well, Slavek thinks he struck me first. I say it was the other way round.
You're looking pretty battered for a training duel.
Yeah, once we get going, it's no laughing matter. We've both got a bit of a temper.
Either way, the fight should have ended the moment I hit you. If it had been a sharp blade, you'd be dead.
Bullocks.
How did it happen from your point of view, Yashek?
We were having a training duel, but it wouldn't be Slavik if he didn't run his gob the whole time. I didn't give a toss until he started insulting my mom. I won't have anyone doing that in front of me.
That's serious. What did he say?
That she squints, and I've got it from her. I warned him to shut his gob or he's done for. I gave him a jab in the shoulder, well-placed and educational, to end the fight then and there. But he got all riled up and came back at me.
That's a load of crap. He pounced at me out of nowhere. I was only defending myself.
I still want to hear what Slavek has to say.
Now that's more like it. We just wanted to warm up a bit. Attack, block, But Yeshek completely lost it. Left lower cut, lunge at the knee, then straight for the ribs from the right. All at full force, like he was trying to kill me. So I shout, "Ease up, have you lost your fucking mind?" And the idiot goes even harder. So I smacked him one. What else was I supposed to do?
Where exactly did you hit him?
Where do you think? Right on the scalp. I blacked out for a moment, but then I just saw red.
Yeah, he looked like he'd completely snapped. He swung and... Ow! Bloody hell! He struck down at me with a full swing straight to the collarbone.
Oh, come off it. You're making half of that up.
This bickering of yours is tiring. I'll tell you what I think, but then you'll both shut up. All right? Doesn't matter who struck first. It was a training fight.
Oh, it hurt like a real one.
Yeah, I'll have a scar across half my head because of it.
If either of you knew a master strike, you might have come off a bit better. Or at least one of you would have.
Master strike?
Your armed brethren probably call it a Meisterhowl. You deflect an attack and strike your opponent in one move.
Oh, don't give us that. Nothing beats a good, solid smack in the teeth.
My thoughts exactly. We could still have a bout, though, eh, Yeshek? Once they let us out.
I'm still pissed at you over the last one.
Oh, come on. I didn't mean that stuff about your ma. I've never even seen her. And anyway, I'm glad I ended up in the infirmary with you. What more do we need?
Yeah, no Ludov breathing down our necks day in, day out.
Who's Ludolf?
Our commander. Tough, strict, but fair.
He's the only real knight among us, really. Came from Marienburg. That's a castle belonging to the Order. It's supposed to be massive.
I'd love to see it one day. I haven't set foot outside Bohemia in my whole life.
Don't worry. You'll see it when we march out of here. But till then, we're stuck here for a while.
Well, I wish you both a swift recovery. I'll be off now.
Thanks. By the way, if you run into Brother Carl, tell him not to take it to heart. We brought it on ourselves. He's a good man. And if you wanted, I'm sure he'd let you train with us at the camp. Just tell him you know us.
But watch yourself, so you don't end up like the two of us. I don't think Carl could take that.
I'll keep that in mind.
And Henry, before you go, I have one more favor to ask. When they were carrying me here, I dropped my purse somewhere along the way. A nice one, made of leather. Could you look for it? It had all my coin in it, but I can barely stand, let alone go searching.
Do you at least know where you lost it?
They dragged me along the path by the ponds. At one point, I got snagged on some bush, so they were yanking me back and forth. And I reckon that's when the purse got shaken loose. It was near that stone well in front of the main entrance to the church.
All right, I'll have a look. Maybe no one's picked it up yet.
Thanks. I'd be grateful.
물가 근처면 여기가 제일 가까운데? 숨겨진 독주? 저건 또 뭐야? 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 쌍둥이인가? 뭐야?
Brother Petramil?
Yes, and you are?
My name's Henry. I'm accompanying Albik of Unichov. The abbot said you'd show me around the monastery.
Of course. The monastery grounds are extensive, and I'm glad you're open to advice on getting around. Would you like to go now?
Yes, please.
Our monastery was the first Cistercian monastery in Bohemia, and is thus the mother of all our order's monasteries in these lands.
Damn it. I'm sorry.
This is the gate to the monastery. Within the monastery grounds, you'll find the workers' dwellings, farm buildings, and fish ponds. And on the far side of the monastery, we've got an orchard and garden.
I saw quite a few knights here. Do they live here?
Those are brothers of the Teutonic Order. The abbot offered them lodging while they're gathering resources in Kuttenberg for their next campaign.
Sigismund, knights. The abbot really tries to help anyone, doesn't he?
The rule of Saint Benedict commands us to help those in need. But I doubt Benedict meant the needy dressed in silk and steel.
Hail Mary.
This is the kitchen. From here, Salarius Julian oversees the state of the monastery stores and the meals for the brothers.
Good to know where to come if I get hungry.
Yes. But please, try not to speak with the other brothers too much.
Why not? Have they taken a vow of silence?
The rule of Saint Benedict encourages the cultivation of silence. The brothers shouldn't be chatting idly, but rather turning their minds to work and to God.
What if I need something?
In case of need, of course you may speak to them. But for ordinary tasks and objects, we've developed our own gestures. You don't need to learn them, though. As a guest, you won't need access to such things. Let's continue the tour. Please, follow me.
God grant you help.
This is our monastery library and scriptorium. Brother Crispin, our librarian, does a splendid job. Our collection may not be the largest, but it's exceptionally colorful.
Can I borrow any books here?
Yes, but please try not to take them out of the library. We already have trouble with brothers not returning them. I think I myself might have a forgotten volume or two in my cell.
Can I help with that?
That's up to Brother Crispin. But it's true he's overburdened and sorely short of time. Try asking him.
All right, I'll check with him. If Albic doesn't need me urgently.
That would be kind of you. So, let's move on.
뭐야?
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
This is the chapter hall. Here, Abbot Jan receives important visitors and pilgrims.
You mean like when Sigismund came?
Of course. That was the most important visit, and duty of recent years.
And what was his visit like?
We barely noticed His Majesty. He had his own wing for himself and his retinue. We're now returning it to a more appropriate state for the monastery's needs. Until then, it remains closed.
Have you had any other such visitors recently?
When Sigismund left, his court physician, Master Zacharias, remained.
And what does he do here?
He's assisting Brother Benedict in the infirmary, and also teaching him new things. So, why exactly has your master come?
He wants to ask the abbot for something.
I see. And he hopes it'll succeed?
Well, he's rather stubborn. And he seems on good terms with the abbot, so who knows?
Indeed. Let's continue the tour. Please, follow me. Careful. Next, we'll visit the beating heart of our monastery. Please, ignore the ongoing work. Welcome to the Church of the Assumption of the Virgin Mary. It's the pride of our monastery and the dominant landmark of the region.
What's with the hole in the floor?
Yes. That's one of the hazards of ongoing repairs. But that's not something a guest need concern himself with.
I don't mind. Tell me.
There's not much to tell. During repairs, the floor collapsed into the cellar spaces, and we're working on fixing it.
Oh, come on. There's got to be more to it. A cellar under the church? Storing onions on sacred ground?
Not onions, but bodies. Beneath the church is a crypt where abbots and other esteemed benefactors of the monastery are laid to rest.
I see why you wouldn't want to spread that around. It doesn't look like a good omen.
It certainly doesn't. Perhaps we should leave the laborers to their work and move along.
Let's move on.
얘기한 게 있었는데. 근데 쥐가 돌아다니는데?
And just good day to you. Careful.
Did you notice the cemetery by the monastery when you arrived?
No. I was more focused on Albic.
I see. Then let me inform you. Over 10,000 bodies are buried here, and some were brought from over 100 miles away.
Dragging a body all that way? Why not bury them in the village graveyard?
Over a century ago, Abbot Heidenreich went on a pilgrimage to the Holy Land and brought back soil from Christ's tomb. Since then, people have come here in great numbers. After the plague and the wars of recent years, their numbers have only grown. We recently built the ossuary to have a place to lay the dead. These cells are reserved for brothers who hold an official position in the monastery.
Where does that gate lead?
To the gardens surrounding the monastery. If you ever crave solitude and natural beauty within the monastery walls, do not hesitate to visit.
And which cell is yours?
If you come through the garden gate, it's the first cell on the right. But I spend most of the day making rounds around the monastery, or assisting the abbot, who has his office above us.
Why are they here specifically?
The abbot's study is upstairs, so we can be close at hand.
Should we move on?
Please, this way. Next, I'll show you the abbot's chapel.
Won't the abbot mind?
Apparently not. The Right Reverend instructed me to give you as thorough a tour of the monastery as possible, including the chapel. He said ignorance mustn't hinder your ability to assist your master. The last part of our tour. This chapel is where the abbot himself prays. The painting above the altar shows Archangel Michael, weighing souls on a scale. We see sinners cast to hellish beasts and pious souls rising to the gates of heaven.
Weighed against what?
Sins against acts of humility, sacrifice, and labor. A humble and disciplined life.
And that's enough?
Sin isn't easily redeemed. It must be repaid with good deeds, or so it ought to be, at least. I'll now take you to Master Albic in the infirmary. Please follow me. And here's the infirmary, where you'll find Master Albic. Anything else you'd like to ask?
Are there any other interesting places you haven't shown me?
What exactly are you helping Master Albic with?
Mostly I make sure Albic has everything he needs.
Then I'm sure you'd enjoy meeting Brother Crispin in the library. He has books that might prove useful to you both.
Are there places I'm not allowed?
Aside from the wing once occupied by King Sigismund, you're free to move about the entire monastery. But please, speak with the brothers only when necessary.
I'd say I know everything I need. I'll go and check what Master Albic needs.
Good luck. And God be with you.
And with you.
아까 얘기를 했었어야 했는데 지나쳤기 때문에 이야기를 하도록 합시다. 어? 뭐 여기는 어디야? 뭐지? 아, 이놈의 그래픽 버그. 뭐지? 이거는 포도주 그거 같네. 와, 지하 되게 넓네.
Thank you, Lord. It must be because I didn't just pray out of duty this morning.
뭐야?
What's this? Playing dice at a monastery? Now what would the Lord think?
We're not playing dice. This is a spiritual disputation. We're discussing sacred numbers.
Lord, let this man have a short memory and forget what he's seen here.
I can just see the abbot blessing this disputation, and God threw 3 wands and saw that it was good.
The abbot only blessed fasting and above all silence. He fears illness just from anyone coughing in the choir.
Please, brother. The abbot doesn't know about this, and he doesn't have to, does he?
Besides, judging by the looks of you, brother, you seem like you're a playful soul yourself. What do you say? One more round before we, repent?
Nah, I'll face penance either way, so it might as well be worth it. What's at stake?
Nothing less than a consecrated die.
This one? It doesn't even look square, let alone consecrated.
Not this one. A different one. The real one. The blessed die that lands on 6, even if you kicked it into hell and the devil swallowed it and pooped it out.
와, 돈까지 걸어야 돼? 이 인간들 뭐야?
It's now or never, so let's make it now.
근데 나는 편중임.
Maybe you're not playing for the first time, but you can't beat me.
바로? 바로 끝내기.
Mother of...
I win. So, where's this famous blessed die of yours?
Where is it? Now that's a good question. They say it lies where the sun doesn't shine, but grapes ripen nonetheless, where the wood is firm but hollow. The 4th one on the left.
So, I have to find it myself? What kind of prize is that?
A great one. In the spiritual sense, that is.
In the spiritual sense, you can kiss my arse. Besides, why didn't you pull it out yourselves?
You see, we would have gone and picked it up, if only it wasn't possibly, maybe a little bit,
어이가 없네.
cursed.
It's what?
Not for sure, though. Just possibly. Theoretically.
Ah, that's just a harmless rumor. An old monastery myth.
One that says it brings luck to the good-hearted and to the foolish. A lifetime of phlegm and 5 years of embarrassing accidents.
So, nothing too serious.
Well, thanks a lot.
이 인간들 대체 뭐 하는
We'll
인간들이야?
see whose side luck is on today.
I forgot where I'm supposed to...
Listen, it's said to lie, where the sun doesn't shine, yet there still ripens the vine, where the timber... And then it's the 4th one from the left.
와,
Hey, another cistern. And I still don't know where that water is coming from. Here, in the middle of the monastery.
By his passion and cross be brought to the glory of his resurrection. Through the same Christ our Lord.
Greetings.
Amen.
The Holy Scriptures, and to live according to them.
What do you know about Brother Yaroslav? The librarian said you knew him better than...
That's right. We joined the monastery at the same time and just got on somehow.
Do you know all the places he's been in the monastery?
Why are you even asking?
Master Albic put me up to it. He's treating him now. He said it might help if we knew more about Yaroslav.
I see. And how is he? Is the treatment working?
It's not looking good so far. He's still delirious. Barely reacts even when someone speaks to him.
God have mercy.
If you tell me what you know about him, it might help him.
What did you want to know?
Has Yaroslav spoken to Brother Stephen recently? About confession, maybe?
I don't think so. Yaroslav doesn't neglect prayer or fasting, but he only rarely resorts to confession.
So you mean he sins, but avoids confessing it?
He hardly sees anything as sin. How can I put it? He chose a life of asceticism, but he's not afraid to live. He once said, "Why would God create the world if he didn't want man to discover it?"
Maybe Yaroslav's just a plain old hypocrite. A monk of the order, but a real disorderly one.
The abbot would probably agree with you. He and Yaroslav often fall out. You can hear it all the way in the cloister garden.
Then why hasn't the abbot expelled him yet?
평판
He
하락됨.
must run out of patience one day, no?
Yaroslav's the most gifted of us all. What would take others years to copy or translate, he'd finish in a few months. Thanks to him, the library's grown with loads of valuable volumes, and the abbot knows it well.
Do you know where in the monastery Yaroslav goes most often?
He's in the scriptorum nearly all the time. He hardly strays from his beloved lectern. Yaroslav is completely immersed in his books. He's currently translating a new one from Italian. It's called the Decameron. He often stays in the scriptorum late into the night because of it. Shows up for morning prayers with his hands, sometimes even his nose, stained with ink.
Really? Crispin told me how hard-working Yaroslav is, but he's barely translated anything from his latest book.
What makes you say that?
Well, simple. The book is still lying in the scriptorium, and when I opened it, it was practically empty.
That's... You must be mistaken.
Why don't you believe me?
I do. I just don't want you going around and slandering Yaroslav left and right.
That's really not my aim. But I think I might be onto something. I just don't yet know what. And if you won't tell me anything, I'll probably have to ask the librarian again.
Wait. Don't say anything to Crispin.
Oh? And why not?
Because he simply wouldn't understand. Oh dear. Promise you really won't tell anyone.
아, 함부로 맹세하면 안 되는데.
Word of honor. Now talk.
All right. I just hope Yaroslav forgives me. One night, he accidentally woke me. The door to his cell creaks horribly. I already suspected his translation was taking oddly long, so I followed him that night. At first, it looked like he was heading to the scriptorum, but after he went down the stairs, he turned right and went down into the cellars. But when I went in after him, I couldn't see him anymore. I lost him in the dark.
Why didn't you want to tell me?
Because I just don't want Yaroslav to get expelled from the monastery.
Just for going to the cellar? That doesn't mean anything.
What if he was meeting someone down there? Someone no one's supposed to see him with.
What, like a woman?
Well, I once saw him standing in the monastery doorway with some wench.
Oh.
Grand old chat.
And where exactly did you lose him? In the cellars?
In the corridor leading to the scriptorum, at the passage to the stairs to the lower level.
The wench you saw Yaroslav with, was her name Blazhena? Because she's now in the infirmary with that same illness.
I don't know. I was mainly looking at Yaroslav. I don't even know any of the maids by name.
And you've no idea where he might have gone?
Not a clue. As far as I know, it's just barrels of wine down there. And empty wine barrels.
That's enough for now.
이 자식 그래도 수도사인데 꼴에 남자라고 여자 만나고 있었구만. 필경실 아래쪽이라고 했지. 이쪽밖에 없는데.
Sir, can you spare a moment?
Yes? If it's nothing that would disturb the delicate peace here.
I just wanted to ask, what brings you here?
My journey to Bohemia originally had a different goal. The Order has interests all throughout Europe, and the Kingdom of Bohemia is no exception. We are seeking support. Capable men and supplies for our eastern border, where tensions with Poland and Lithuania continue unabated. I had plans to deal with certain nobles as well as Sigismund himself. But this situation is an unfortunate complication. Instead of diplomatic negotiations and recruitment, I now oversee order here, so that we can support the abbot and prevent the infection from spreading. Duty is duty, whatever form it may take. The monks seek order and discipline in their faith and work. We seek order and discipline in defending our faith and our lands.
어우 씨, 왜 이렇게 많아?
Your name, sir, Ludolf, it isn't very common, but I think I've heard it before.
Perhaps you have heard of Saint Ludolf. Yes, it is rather by chance that I, his namesake, am now here among the Cistercians. He vehemently defended the church's rightful properties against the Duke of Saxony, who tortured him to death for it. Our order is now in a somewhat similar situation, where we must defend our rightful property against many usurpers. I therefore often pray to my namesake and ask him for help in our affairs.
What's going on in Poland?
Tensions are rising. The Poles and Lithuanians are beginning to unite under the rule of the Jagiellonian dynasty, which is a threat to our position. Although the Lithuanian Grand Duke Vytautas formally accepted baptism, his alliance with Poland threatens Samogitia, which belongs to us. Sigismund promises us support, but his position is weak. That is why we are preparing reinforcements at the borders. However, if diplomatic negotiations fail, we will have to defend our lands with the sword, with God's help.
What does your order do?
Our order, the Brothers of the German House of Saint Mary in Jerusalem, founded directly in the Holy Land, stands as a bulwark against paganism. We spread the Christian faith among nations that have not yet been baptized, and we administer the lands that we have conquered with God's help from the pagan Prussians and in the Baltic region. From our stronghold in Marienburg, we spread the Christian faith, build castles, towns, and monasteries, and bring settlers from Germany to populate these lands.
What is the history of your order?
The order was founded in the Holy Land more than 3 centuries ago as a hospitaller brotherhood for German pilgrims during the siege of Acre. Pope Celestine III confirmed us at the time, and thanks to the Golden Bull of Rimini from Emperor Frederick II, we gained the right to conquer the Prussian lands and hold them in fief forever. That was the beginning of our mission, to bring faith in God to the Baltic region and defend the borders of Christianity. And there we built a state stretching from Prussia to Livonia. With God's grace, but also with papal bulls and imperial privileges. But our role was not only military. We founded cities, settled wastelands, and spread order through monasteries. And to this day, we remain guardians of this tradition.
Where does the Order get its money?
Our wealth comes from gifts, especially from generous nobles and rulers who give us land and property for the eternal glory of God. We manage vast estates, from which we obtain grain and taxes from our subjects. Military campaigns bring us new territories and further resources to advance our cause, whether through trade, farming, or serving those in need. Everything serves to strengthen our order and defend our faith.
기도도 이거 기부도
I'd
있네.
like to donate to your order.
I'm glad to hear that. God may be on our side, but we are still in need of coin to buy food and supplies for our people.
Here. I hope it helps at least a little in the battle against the pagans.
Thank you. Every bit of help counts. And this way you are supporting not only the Order, but all of Christianity against pagan invasions and Polish expansionism.
Sir, you mentioned you're in need of capable men. Does that mean I could join you if I wanted?
Ha ha! It's not that simple. To join the Order, you must fulfill two requirements. First of all, you must be from Germany. Or at least speak German. Can you?
Well, not really.
I understand. And second of all, to join a German Order of Knights, what do you think the second requirement might be?
I have to be a knight?
That is right. But even if you are not either of those things, you can still join us as a half-brother. Halbbrüder. They are not subject to such strict rules of poverty, cleanliness, or obedience as we are. And they do not have as many privileges.
How does your order work?
We are divided into knights born into noble families, priests for spiritual administration, and servant brothers for ensuring the smooth running of the entire order. At the head stands the Grand Master, elected by the chapter. Under him, the provincial master for Prussia and Lithuania. Each province has its own governor, each castle its commander. Our order is based on obedience, poverty, and purity, but ambition is also important. Our strongholds, such as Marienburg, are hubs of power and trade. The military structure is strict. From foot soldiers to heavy cavalry, everyone is subordinate to a single commander. But we are not just warriors, but custodians as well. Our laws apply to everyone, from farmer to bishop.
어렵네.
Wiedersehen.
여기구만.
This must be where Yaroslav got lost when Celestin followed him. Footprints.
뭐야?
Hey! How did you get in here? And who are you?
I'm trying to find out more about the 3 sick people in the infirmary. And all the signs led me right here.
Christ's precious passion. May the Lord forgive us.
Forgive you for what? And who even are you?
Wojtek. We were, writing a book here. All of us.
What book are you talking about? You don't mean the Decameron?
Oh no. Yaroslav finished that one long ago.
What are you on about? The book on his lectern in the scriptorium is almost empty.
When Yaroslav started translating the Decameron, he soon realized
what it was really about. He became afraid that if Brother Crispin, or, God forbid, the abbot, found out, they'd forbid him to continue the translation. They might even have the book destroyed. What a loss that would be. So once he'd finished the translation, he hid it down here instead.
So, what's the Decameron actually
데카메론
about?
대체 뭐야?
That's not such an easy question. And you don't look like someone who came here to talk about literature.
Then at least tell me why Yaroslav was afraid to hand over the book.
Because it represents a new way of thinking. It doesn't focus so much on our Lord, but more on man. On human virtues, vices, good and bad intentions, and all the forms of love.
Really? All of them?
All of them. Mind you, the book pokes fun at the church a little.
And you, as servants of God, were fine with that? It mocks your faith.
I said the church, not God. There's a difference, even if not everyone wants to see it.
Right. So what was Yaroslav working on down here then?
The Decameron left a strong impression on him. He decided to write a book of his own, in the same spirit, to celebrate what is as valuable to man as love, or the spiritual life. He later asked Brother Ernest and me to work on the book together.
Who exactly is Ernest? I don't think I've met him.
One of the older brothers. He's in charge of all the building and repairs in the monastery.
And do you know if he might have fallen ill too?
No idea. But now that you mention it, I haven't seen him for a while. And when I think how Yaroslav and Blazina are doing...
I'd best go and check on him myself. Where's his cell?
It's one of those under the abbot's quarters. The middle one on the right, if you're facing from the courtyard.
And what exactly did Yaroslav want to write about?
About humor, wit, laughter. About everything that can make a person laugh.
I like that. I enjoy a good laugh just about any time.
Then you and he would have got on well. Yaroslav believed that a sense of humor could help a person in hard times just as much as strong faith could.
신성모도? 주님에 대한 거냐 인간에 대한 거냐 참 애매하네. 제가 교회를 다닌 적이 없다 보니까 잘 모르겠네. 그건 좋은 거 아닌가?
There's something to that. Who knows how I'd have ended up if I hadn't been able to laugh at myself from time to time.
Just like Yaroslav said, laughter and humor are gifts from our Lord, among the mightiest. But the brothers probably wouldn't see it that way. That's why we met and worked in secret. Sometimes we'd write all night, other times we'd get into heated debates. And sometimes we just tried to outdo each other with witty sayings.
So basically you were sitting down here telling jokes all night?
Among other things, but mostly we were working.
Go on then. Tell me one of the jokes you came up with.
Now? All right then. All right. Here's one. Do you know why monks lie down in the meadow among the sheep? Because they're waiting for the good shepherd.
뭐지?
Tell me another one.
5 clergymen meet, and they've nothing to tell each other. Because they all turned up.
Tell me another one.
Why doesn't
헨리, 헨리.
Because he's taken a vow of silence too.
헨리 겁나 힘들어 보이는데.
Tell me another one.
So I went to see the apothecary, but I didn't like him at all. He was totally apathetic.
아, 썰렁 개그구나 대부분.
Tell me another one.
Some of our brothers have a lot in common with God when they're working. Everyone knows they exist, but no one's ever seen them.
Tell me another one.
Brother Julian cooks fish every Friday and calls it fasting. We just call it a test of faith.
Well, that one was a bit dry.
So was Christ when he walked on water.
Wow.
Well, not sure this is a good idea, but tell me another one.
What were the last words of St. Lawrence when Emperor Valerian had him roasted alive on a grate? Turn me over. I'm done on this side.
이건 재밌는데?
Tell me another one.
The brothers are praying when suddenly the candle goes out. The novice gasps, "It's a sign." The older brother says, "Yes, that someone's breathing too hard."
Tell me another one.
What do you call it when someone robs a
아이씨,
store
겁나
of
많네.
pulses, but then repents and puts everything back? Appeasement.
내가 칼이 있었으면 바로 찔렀을 텐데.
Tell me another one.
A knight goes to confession and tells the priest, "I feel a great weight on me that won't let me sleep at night." The priest replies, "Have you tried taking off your armor before going to bed?"
Tell me another one.
How does an astrologer flag down a wagon?
No idea.
By his sign.
못 찾겠네. 딱 하나만 떠요.
I don't even want to anymore. But tell me one more.
What book has the most leaves in it? A herbarium, of course.
Tell me another one.
The kitchen lad complains to his master. "The cellar's terribly damp. How do you know?" asks the master. And the lad replies, "Yesterday, a fish got caught in the mousetrap."
Tell me another one.
I think I'm out of jokes.
Oh, shame. I was hoping to hear a few more.
Sadly. But once Yaroslav gets better, we're bound to come up with more.
Who helped write your book?
Me, obviously Yaroslav, and Brother Ernest, and also Blazina.
And what was Blazena doing here? She's a maid. She probably can't write. And women aren't allowed in the monastery, are they?
I didn't get it at first either. Why Yaroslav brought her here. If anyone had found out, the abbot would have thrown us all out. But I soon understood. Humor isn't just for the educated or wealthy, let alone just for men. Laughter belongs to everyone. How could we grasp its breadth with just our limited experience?
So, this isn't about any sin? Blazena's just funny?
More than that. Her laughter, sense of humor, her knack for knowing when to make a joke. It's a true gift from God.
What about the elder confessor, Stephen? Was he never part of this?
He's got nothing to do with it. He doesn't know a thing, unless someone slipped up during confession.
And how are you feeling, anyway? Are you all right?
Yes, at least for now.
No symptoms? Weakness, rash, fever, anything?
Nothing like that, I swear.
If you start feeling bad, report to the infirmary at once. Understood?
Of course.
Where did you say Brother Ernest's cell is?
It's one of those under the abbot's quarters. The middle one on the right, if you're facing from the courtyard.
How long have you been meeting here?
Since the start of summer.
So at least 30 days?
Roughly. I don't remember exactly. Sorry.
I've heard enough. I'll go and check on Ernest now.
Wait. What about me? What's going to happen to me?
I told you, if you're not feeling well, go to the infirmary. Albic will take care of you. Don't worry.
I meant our book. Please, don't tell the abbot about it. We weren't doing anything wrong, but if he found out, he'd throw us out.
Why would I tell him? You didn't do anything wrong here.
Thank you. And may God protect you.
딱히 뭐 죄를 지은 것도 아닌데 뭐 딱히 최소한 누굴 죽이진 않았잖아요. 그럼 된 거지 뭐. 그래서 내 축성 주사위 어디 갔어? 이거 하나씩 열어야 되나? 뭐야 이거? 뭐야? 왜 있는 거야 이거?
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings.
I'm sorry.
Oh Christ! I'm too late. A rash, same as the sick in the infirmary. But he died sooner, so he must have been the first to catch it.
이거 시간 제한 있나?
Some building plans. Looks like a church, and underneath, probably a crypt. I should tell Albic about this.
훔친다. 없네. 아니잖아 여기. 아 나가게 해줘. 아 여기가.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Greetings.
The Poles are trying to take this marvel from us?
아 여기 또 못 들어가네. 수도원 교회인데. 왜 못 여냐고 이거. 진짜. 크게 돌아가 볼까?
I found another infected.
You're not the only one. While you were gone, they brought in several. So,
With the Lord now. I found him too late.
Lord have mercy.
One of the monks. His name was Ernest.
That's the second death today. Let's hope it's the last. The confessor's dead. Old Stephen.
Couldn't you really do more for him? Give him some potion or something?
He was exhausted.
아니 잠깐만. 왜 갑자기 질책하는 것처럼 듣지? 이런 제 얘기를. 아니 이게 아닌데.
His body just couldn't fight the illness any longer. And what about you? Did you find out anything about the others who are sick? Do they have...
I found some jewelry in Stephen's cell. It looked quite old.
Jewelry? Where would he have got that from?
He might have stolen it. But given how strict he was about the seal of confession, it doesn't seem likely. Maybe someone else stole it. But guilt caught up with him, and he gave it to Stephen during confession.
Maybe. But surely we'd have heard about such a theft by now. Unless...
They stole it from someone who can't tell anyone anymore. Do you think we've got a murderer here?
I've no idea. It's all just guesswork.
I found out that Ernest, Yaroslav and Blazhena were meeting regularly. There's a secret copying workshop in the cellar.
A secret? But why? And what in God's name was she doing there?
Well, it's a long story, but I know for sure they were meeting down there. Those three from the infirmary, and the overseer I found dead.
Very well. I believe you. That explains why those three got infected. Do you think it happened in their workshop? Did you notice dampness, mold? Any strange smell or bad air?
Nothing like that. It was damp, but the air was otherwise clean.
In that case, someone must have brought the illness to them.
But who?
Probably Ernest. If he died first, it would make sense.
Or maybe the illness just killed him faster because he was older. Like the Confessor.
That's possible too.
So, what are we going to do now?
We'll go to the abbot. You, Zacharias, and I. This is getting out of hand, and the number of sick keeps rising.
To the abbot? Right now?
You think waiting will solve anything?
You've all come. That can't mean anything good.
The truth is, more are falling ill and the infirmary's filling up fast.
We're trying to give them all they need. But soon there'll be no beds, and they'll have to lie on the floor.
How many have died?
The old confessor, Brother Stephen.
And Brother Ernest, too.
Ernest?
He died in his cell. No one even knew he'd fallen ill.
So, it started then.
Ernest wasn't treated. Even mild illness can be deadly without care.
And Stephen's age didn't help either.
When the Black Death last swept the town, it also started slowly. The old, the sick, those no one missed were the first to die. And then we couldn't even bury the dead in time, let alone give them the last rites. Now, the Lord is punishing us for it.
We do have some good news. With Henry's help, we might soon uncover where the infection's coming from.
We know that Brother Yaroslav and that maid both met with Ernest, so the illness must have spread between them.
They all met? Even the maid? Why?
Well, I didn't mean they were all together at the same time. Just that both Yaroslav and Blazena had encounters with Ernest.
Why would a maid be meeting with Ernest? That makes no sense.
Ernest never left the monastery grounds.
He did, in fact. Fairly often. He was one of the few allowed out for work reasons.
Then they must have run into each other by chance, somewhere outside.
Very well, then.
Just breathing the same foul air as someone infected for a while puts you at risk.
And since I found Ernest already dead, we believe he's the one who brought the sickness among the others. If he was the first to die, then he must have been the first to catch it, right?
But where did he catch it?
I don't know yet, Father. But I have certain suspicions. I found building plans in his cell. Looked like a floor plan of the church.
That means nothing. Ernest oversaw all construction work in the monastery.
And what had he been working on lately?
He'd been supervising repairs in the church. A floor had collapsed above the crypt recently. He was assigning tasks to laborers and overseeing the work.
Which crypt do you mean?
Some important nobles are buried there. But most of all, it's the tomb of my predecessors. May their souls rest in peace.
That might be the source of the foul air. The illness could have spread from the exposed crypt.
I ought to go into the church and inspect everything thoroughly. Especially that crypt.
That's not a good idea. If the illness is really spreading from there, no one should go in.
I understand your concern, Zacharias. But Henry is right. At this point, it's just a supposition, and we must put it to the test.
Enough. What nonsense is this? No one's going into that crypt. The disease is spreading. The infirmary is full. We've already got 2 dead.
Father, I understand you're afraid, but...
Afraid? I'm not afraid. I bear responsibility for the whole monastery, for every living soul. And it's my God-given duty to do everything I can to protect them from the plague.
Father, wait. Just give us a day. 2 at most. I'll just find out where the sickness came from.
You won't get another hour. The monastery is to be sealed. No one goes in, no one comes out. All the monks are to withdraw to their cells.
What about us? You want to keep us here against our will?
I don't want to, but I must. And at the same time, I humbly ask for your help. Believe me, You'll be repaid when the time is right. You came to me with a certain request. Help me, you may consider it granted.
It's for the best, Albec. Even if it turns out not to be the plague, it's still a deadly illness, and we're within sight of the town. If it spreads to Kuttenberg, it'd be a disaster.
I know. But as you wish. I'm sorry, Henry. But I'm afraid we have no choice.
살릴 수 없었나?
Tibi Domine, fratrum nostrum, militer commendamus, ut quem in hac vita mortali, immenso semper es prosecutus amore, nunc manis omnibus liberatum, in requiem ingredi iubias sempiternam. Tuam ergo clementium deprecamur, ut via prima iam transierunt, illum in paradisum tum begnine perducas, ubi neque luctus, neque clamor, neque dolor erit ultra. Sed pax et gaudium, cum Filio tuo et Spiritus Sancto, in saecula saeculorum. Amen.
Well, now. This whole situation keeps getting worse. How am I meant to treat a disease I know almost nothing about? This can't end well.
And what do you suggest? The abbot's forbidden us from going anywhere outside the infirmary.
Not only that, he's had the monastery gates shut. No one's allowed in.
Or out. Ludolf's men are even patrolling the grounds. We're literally imprisoned.
Still, something must be done. The beds are nearly full, and there's not endless space on the floor either.
Henry, I know I've no right to ask this of you.
If there's anything I can do to help, tell me. The sooner well, you manage to get this sickness under control, the better for everyone.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well now, And here you were acting like you'd been forced to take that assistant on against your will.
Actually, that was the case. But let's get to the point. Search the church crypt. If there's a plague grave down there, uncovered by that collapse, then at least we'll know for sure.
But surely no one would have buried plague victims there. That's where the abbot's tombs are.
I'm not looking to confirm it.
안녕하세요.
On the contrary, I want to rule it out. I still don't believe we're dealing with plague. I'll stay here and tend to the sick.
Let me assist you, friend.
Thank you. I appreciate that. There's enough work here for the both of us. Henry, try speaking with the workers repairing the collapsed floor. In the best case, they might have noticed something. In the worst case, they'll already be showing symptoms of the disease.
And how do I get there? I'm not even supposed to poke my nose outside. The knights are patrolling the grounds.
If they catch him wandering somewhere he shouldn't be, they'll have him thrown out.
And the abbot will find out we're investigating the source of the outbreak despite his explicit orders. But this is about lives. Henry, I believe you can do it. But still, be careful.
I'll do what must be done. Just make sure you look after the sick.
Hold on. In Italy, physicians wear a kind of hood with a mask. It protects them from foul air and perhaps even the plague.
True. I've heard the same in Padua.
Sounds good. But where am I meant to get one around here?
With a bit of skill, you can make it yourself. All you need for the hood is a piece of leather. You'll need to hang fragrant herbs around the collar. Something like mint or sage.
Might as well perfume myself all over.
You jest. But yes. The less foul air you breathe in, the better.
You can use the workbench in the alchemical workshop to make it.
All right. I'll be off then.
Best of luck. And God be with you.
And with you.
연금 쓸 때서 만드는 건가? 와.
I'll have to watch out for those patrolling knights.
As long as God will, and as long as His grace the abbot requires it.
하. 물 좀 떠올게요.
I've got a few more.
What do you want to...
Can you tell me where to...
You can get the rope and leather almost anywhere. And you can gather herbs from Yocham's...
And the recipe for the...
The monastery library has extensive collections. I'd be surprised if you didn't find something in there.
How will the mask help me?
Well, if you wear it properly, you shouldn't get infected. Or not so easily, at least. The herbs and oil purify the air around you, and the mask stops you breathing in the foul air.
And once I've got all the materials, is there a recommended method?
Once you've got everything you need, there's a bench in the alchemical workshop where you can get to work. I'm not the handiest with this sort of thing, but if I can sew the mask, hanging herbs on it should be a cinch.
That's all. Thanks.
작업실 주의라. 저놈의 T자 버그. 하긴 해야 된다는 거네.
I must be mad. Did I imagine it? I heard something.
일단 정원 쪽으로 가야 되겠네. 어우씨.
Good day. Greetings to you, friend.
Pissing down again.
나 어둠 속에 있다.
Please leave. Did you not hear the abbot's orders?
Forgive the intrusion, Brother Librarian.
An apology will not spare us this dreadful illness, but obeying the abbot's orders might. Haven't you heard them? I moved in here so I could continue my work and keep the mandated solitude. So leave me in its safe embrace and go away.
I understand, but I've come on an urgent matter.
And I'm urgently asking you to leave me be. I don't want to catch the illness and stand before the Lord. Not yet.
뭘로 하지? 이게 나으려나?
Brother Librarian, I understand your fear, but remember our Lord Christ. Did he fear the lepers?
And what did he say to the Samaritan who returned from the church to thank him?
Your faith has healed you.
You see? There's no need to fear the dreadful illness if your soul is pure.
So you believe this illness is a test for us?
Well, yes, I think it might be. But I'm only guessing. I wouldn't dare pass judgment on the Lord's intention.
Ah, you've spoken wisely and humbly. I can never compare to our Lord Christ, but in your words I find comfort and a spark of hope.
May I ask you a favor, then?
But please, keep it brief.
Brother Librarian, I need your help.
What is it?
This might sound odd, but do you have that book where I could find a recipe for aromatic oil?
My answer may sound even odder. I do. It's on the stand over there. One of my brothers was searching for a recipe, an oil for hardened heels, from working out in our garden. Perhaps it will be of use to you as well.
와, 하필이면 여기 있었어? 내가 이거 봐야 되나? 라벤더유가 나은 것 같은데 이게? 아, 마지막에 있네. B. 일단은 야영지? 야영지로 가야 되나? 아, 이게 왜 있는지 알겠다. 이제 있는지 없는지 이걸 먼저 확인할 수 있구나. 오씨, 이걸 모르네.
I need to ask you something.
Look, you probably shouldn't be here, right? You heard the talk. They say there's some...
Yeah, that's exactly what... I'm not exactly feeling... Oh. My best. Tell me what I need to know.
Christ almighty! What do you want to know? I'll tell you anything, just don't come any closer.
Have you noticed anything odd lately? Suspicious?
What, during work? We're at it from dusk till dawn. No time to be watching what's going on.
Sure, but while you're working, you must hear a thing or two. You know how folk chatter while they work.
Well, I suppose there are two groups of workers here. Us lot working above ground, and another lot working down in the crypt. We don't talk to each other much.
Why not?
They're a right bunch of bastards. Maybe because they've been at it longer than us. They hardly ever come up before we knock off. Some of them probably even sleep down there. Ugh.
Why are there two crews here?
We take care of everything above ground. They're dealing with that collapse into the crypt. We hardly ever see each other.
Where can I find the other crew?
Their tents are right next to the monastery wall.
Who's in charge of your lot?
Andra, our foreman. But the work's clearly laid out. He doesn't have time to be breathing down our necks all the time.
I haven't seen him around. Where can I find him?
No idea. Truth be told, I haven't seen him myself in a while.
And that doesn't strike you as odd?
You think, what, he's sick too?
Well, he's definitely not in the infirmary. Hopefully he's all right. Thanks. That'll be all.
아, 여기 있으면 안
What do
되는구나.
you want?
가죽. 그다음에 밧줄이라고 했나? 뭐야, 이게 왜 위로 향해져 있어? 밧줄. 아씨, 이거 안 되나?
gotta hold out. We'll get sorted out somehow.
Yeah, still, I don't like it one bit.
Beg, you no business here, you thief.
어? 나 걸린 거 같은데? 애초에 여기로 오면 안 되는 거였나 보네. 안 돼. 아씨, 잠깐 못 나가잖아, 이거. 못 나가잖아. 아이, 저기 밧줄 없었는데.
Clear off. You can't be here.
아, 안다고.
Here you are, you bastard. Here, he's the one that did it.
Ha! Now I've got you. Surrender. Now.
Easy! I surrender!
The abbot will decide what to do. And I don't want to hear any excuse.
Take me away.
Henry, I won't talk. Instead of helping, I'll be care for the sick, or it may not have been anything serious this time. The knights will escort you back to the infirmary. And you,
진짜. 잠깐만요. 설마 관련된 업적 있니? 뭐 한 번도 걸리지 않다라거나. 아, 젠장 있었네. 다시 해야 되네. 아, 근데 일단은 한 번도 들키지 말라고 하네. 아, 이게 참 어렵단 말이지.
You're not supposed to be here.
뭐야? 너 여기 왜 있냐? 아, 됐다.
Is there any...
Leave
What's it?
about food.
You really...
Couldn't.
I've got a...
What?
Can you tell...
And you can gather.
And...
The monastery.
Can you tell me where...
You can get the rope and leather almost anywhere. And you.
And...
The,
How...
well, the,
And...
once you've. I'm not.
That's...
가죽 향료는 대강 어디 있는지는 알겠는데 다른 게 문제네.
I'll have to watch out for those patrolling knights.
as His Grace the Abbot requires it.
Right. Maybe, fancy going for a walk? I'll keep watch here for a bit.
You sure? I'd be happy to stay here with you.
That's all right. Your legs must be going numb by now anyway, eh?
A bit, yeah. All right then. But I'll be back soon.
Huh. Strange. Oh, to hell with it.
I need to ask.
Look.
Yeah.
이걸로 해볼까?
I just need to ask a few questions. You help me, I'll help you.
What do you mean?
You work here day in, day out. Barely leaving the place, right?
Well, you said you're from... I heard you lot have all kinds of medicines over there. Proper strong stuff. I'd like to try something. Because of the plague, of course. You know what I mean. Bring me a couple of files and I'll tell you what I know.
Look what I've got.
Let's... Thanks. This'll warm me up. Fix. So what?
Do you mind if I ask a few questions?
Go on. While I'm still sober.
Have you know
what?
Sure, but
well, there are.
Why not?
Some of.
Why are they
we take
working?
That.
Who's in?
No, I'm.
No, not. Who's the thanks?
아씨, 가죽은 보이는데 밧줄이 안 보여 이게. 뭐 남아 돈다면서 씨. 밧줄 어디 있는데? 찾아봐야겠다. 아예 모르겠다 진짜 어디 있는지. 아니 어디 있는 거지? 모르겠네. 사실 DLC가 오늘 나온 거라. 관설 현장. 그럼 여기가 아니고 여기 근처에 찾아봐야 되나? 크로센. 철사는 안 되나 보네. 어? 아, 캐스트 내용은 잘 읽읍시다, 여러분. 진짜. 티가 안 사라지네. 설마 아까 그 십자가 때문에 그런가? 십자가를 내가 주워야 되나?
Now that looks a bit dodgy.
예방. 자, 여기서 저장하고 끄도록 합시다. 아, 많이 했다. 그래도. 뭐지? 아, 로얄 에디션. 나 뭔가 했네. 시즌 패스. 보니까 창작 모드에서 그걸 지워야겠네요. 그거 줍는 그거 뭐더라? 약초 주울 때 그 원래 애니메이션 나오는데 아예 안 나오도록 하는 게 있거든요. 근데 지금 그게 T자 버그 관련해서 버그가 나는 걸로 알고 있다 보니까 저거를 지워야겠네. 이건 뭐지? 하도 이것저것 깔아보면서 하다 보니까 저 같은데? 아닌가? 요거였나? 아, 이건 애니메이션 그 제한 풀어주는 거구나. 이거였나? 아, 참. 아, 맞다. 이거 맞다. 구독 취소. 됐어. 이러면 되겠지. 자, 오늘 방송 보시느라 고생하셨고요. 내일은 엘든링이나 해야겠다. 어제랑 오늘은 다른 게임 했으니까. 내일 봅시다. 펠바.